Dear students, welcome to digital learning platform of Department of College Education. In this session, we shall discuss few more advanced applications of simple interest. So the prerequisites of this session are the concept of interest, principal and amount. Formula for computing simple interest is P into N into R divided by 100, where P is the principal, N is the period in years, and R is the rate of interest per annum. SI is the simple interest. And when you add simple interest to the principal amount, it will become amount. So finding out principal, period and rate of simple interest. Out of the four quantities PNR and SI, if any three are known, the fourth can be easily ascertained. Similarly, out of three quantities AP and SI, if any two are known, the third can be ascertained. This we have discussed in previous sessions also. So we shall go deeper in this session. So the question is, the difference between simple interest of certain sum of money at 9% per annum for 10 years and at 7.5% for 4 years is rupees 150. Find the sum. So dear students, we have to find out principal amount from this question. So here they have given two cases. Case 1 is in case 1 the rate of simple interest is 9% and period is 10 years, and in the second case the rate of interest is 7.5% and period is 4 years, and the difference between the simple interest in case 1 and case 2 is rupees 150. So I have to find sum, principal amount. So let the sum be P. Case 1 is the rate of interest 9%, N is 10 years. Simple interest equals P into N into R. So P into 10 into 9 divided by 100, which is nothing but 10 into 9, 90p, 90 into p, 90p divided by 100. So 90 divided by 100, 0.9 into p. In case 2, rate of interest is 7.5%, N is 4 years. So P into N into R, P into 4 into 7.5. So 4 into 7.5, 30 into P divided by 100. 30 divided by 100 is 0.3 into P. So simple interest 1, that is simple interest in case 1 minus simple interest 2 in case 2 is equal to 150. This they have given in the question itself. So simple interest in first case is 0.9p and simple interest in second case is 0.3p. So 0.9p minus 0.3p equals 150. So 0.9p minus 0.3p, when you deduct 0.3 from 0.9, the result is 0.6. So 0.6p equals 150. Here in both these numbers 0.9 and 0.3, there is the product of p. So we can deduct 0.3 from 0.9. So 0.6 equals p. This equals 150. So therefore p equals 150 divided by 0.6. So 0.6 from left hand side to right hand side, it would become denominator. So 150 divided by 0.6 is rupees 250. So the principal amount is rupees 250. Similarly, let us take one more example. A person borrows two equal sums of money at the same time, one at 5% and the other at 7% per annum simple interest. At the end of 5 years, the difference between the interest on the two sums is rupees 500. Find the total amount borrowed by him. So in this question also they have given two sums of money and the sums are equal. The first sum is borrowed at 5% and the second sum is borrowed at 7%, and at the end of 5 years the difference between the simple interest is rupees 500. So simple interest in case 2 minus simple interest in case 1 is rupees 500. We have to find total amount borrowed. Total amount borrowed means principal amount 1 and principal amount 2. So let this sum be P in both cases, since the sums are equal. So in case 1 the rate of interest is 5% and n is 5 years. So simple interest in case 1 equals P into n into R, P into 5n into 5 rate of interest divided by 100. 5 into 5, 25p divided by 100. So simple interest 1 equals 0.25p. So rate of interest in case 2 is the 7 and n is 5 years. So simple interest 2 equals P into n into R, P into 7 into 5 divided by 100. 7 into 5 equals 35 into P divided by 100. So 0.35p is the simple interest in case 2. So this they have given difference between the simple interest is rupees 500. So simple interest 2 minus simple interest 1 equals 500. So simple interest in case 2 is 0.35. Simple interest in first case is 0.25p. So 0.35p minus 0.25p equals 100. So 0.35p minus 0.25p is 0.1p equals 500. So p equals 500 divided by 0.1. So 0.1 from left hand side to right hand side. So into becomes division. So 500 divided by 0.1 is P 500. Therefore the total amount borrowed is rupees 10,000. That is principal sum 1 5,000 plus principal sum 2 rupees 5,000. These are the references I have used for making this presentation. Thank you.